Anthony Adebayo.
With you there, but if you're a coach, do you take that chance?
Yes.
You can reach us at the Off the Record Show at gmail.com. Anthony Adebayo and the most accurate sports coverage. Scotty B's Fantasy 5.
We're different from any other sport.
His sophomore year. Comes back and says, you know what?
And your boy, Scotty B.
Hi guys.
What's up, man?
It's Off the Record. I'm Anthony Adebayo.
What Scotty B, man? What's good, man?
Nothing, man. Just happy to be here. We training camp has started. Back to school time. And that's an exciting time for some folks. You know, whether you got a little kid. Xavier was super excited. I was like, where did you get all this energy from this morning? So and you know, back to school times mean football, whether it's high school, youth league, college, NFL. That's about it. But yeah.
So I wanted to ask you this, and I was thinking about this earlier.
Okay.
Back to school for you must be one of the most exciting times of the year, because I know the kids have to drive you insane during the summer with balancing that and having to work. So how did you really feel about back to school? Don't worry, your kids are probably not watching.
Sleep. they had a busy day.
Save space.
Yeah. So, all right. So the dad in me was like, man, my kid's going back to school. It's another year. They getting older. I got one in third grade, high school, the other two in college. They're about to be done. I'm like, man, my kids, man. But Aunt was like, thank God, yo. It was so quiet in the house. I didn't know what to do. I was like, wait a minute. I said, I literally was by myself saying, yo, you hear that? Nothing. It was nothing. I didn't even have TV on. I was just like, man, this is amazing because listen, get out. I drop my daughter off. I don't mind. Listen, whatever you need me to drop, I got you. So they go back. I ain't gonna lie, I don't get sad at all. I be like, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, so but I mean, and I think it's good for them too. So like for instance, Xavier, he's going to third grade. He had a great summer. But he was like, I want to see my friends. I ain't seen them. I'm like, dude, you've been with your friends the whole summer. But I guess he got his school friends, right? And he was like, I want to see what was going on. And so, you know, that was good. See them excited. Mariah, she's cheering, and she's a co-captain on the cheer team. So, you know, congrats to them. Get out of my house. Right. So, I mean, hey, well, you're not home, but yeah,
no. So look, man, these summer camps and the closing early or not having camps, I was happy too. Like trying to figure it out. Like fortunate, like you said, you're home.
Yeah.
So you know it's, but I want to tell you, like working from home and trying to balance like your life with your kids it's a lot more difficult.
Absolutely.
Than people think.
Absolutely.
Because your kids, they get that you're working, but they don't get it.
They don't care.
They don't care.
They're hungry.
They need what they need, and you still gotta figure all that stuff out. So when you're at work, you gotta worry about nothing. And it sounds crazy. Yeah. Like it took me working from home a couple of days and trying to like balance that to realize like, yeah, this ain't it, bro. So that's why I had to ask you that question, because I was like, I don't know how you did this the entire summer. I do it a day here, day there, or whatever, but to do that an entire summer, crazy, man.
Now, to be fair, you know, they for the most part, the kids respected that I had to work. You know, I had meetings and things like that, so they don't come down there. But sometimes you hear you hear this one arguing with this one, and I'll be like, oh my gosh. It's so, but yeah, I mean, shout out to them. Go back to school, have fun in school, don't get in no trouble. And that's for everybody. Enjoy school. School is good. Stay out my house. So speaking of school, right? College is about to start too, right? And this had me thinking, what is the one thing, good or bad, that you be like, that it's a non-negotiable, like it's just something that happened at school, whether it's college, I guess college, because that's about to happen, that you'd be like, man, it's some BS.
So some people are going to know what I'm talking about. I don't even think they do this way, but it always was validation.
Oh,
for me at Virginia State.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't know what validation is, they used to. It's like basically like
registration. Yeah.
But like they put you in this gym, and it's mad lines, and you have to like get certain things like signed off or whatever. And it just always felt like every time I went to go to validation, it was some bullshit that would happen. And people used to always say, be like, well, Scott, you're in the National Guard, like you ain't got to worry about your tuition, you ain't got to worry about nothing. But it always, like, one year it was parking tickets that got me. This was stupid, but in front of Williams Hall and Seward or whatever, there used to be a parking lot that you used to have to pay for.
Right.
I just disregarded that shit one semester and just like basically just was parking there because I was too lazy to walk all the way from the Ville to
that's not really too lazy. That's a long walk.
It's a long walk.
That's a long walk.
And what I would do is like sometimes I would make the walk, but sometimes I'd just be like, screw it. So maybe I was getting like a ticket like once a week or whatever the case may have been.
Right.
All that shit caught up to me at validation. And just like just little that's one of the stories I can just remember, but it just felt like every year I would go to validation, never got done in like a day, was always having to like go back and show some shit. But like after you get validated, it felt like I graduated, like being validated.
Right. Yeah. So those are horror stories. Some was worse than others. There was moments where mine was bad, but for the most part, I was okay. Right. I think for me, and it has to do with food. For me is, how it is, man. You be in your room and you hungry and you go knock on somebody's door, your boys, because everybody had their crew that they went, and during the season, I with football guys or with my other, it don't matter. Or you may like, I'm going with my boys, we going to the calf. Knock on the door, boom, boom. Yo, y'all ready to go to the calf? Listen, you be ready. What you mean? Yo, we already went. Listen, your heart will drop. And anybody that hears me, and if you can attest to this, being left for the calf and you got to go to that joint by yourself. And it's not, listen, again, there's nothing wrong with going by, but like you're like, yo, we going to the calf. And if somebody leaves you that you normally go to the calf with, you pretty much your friendship is over.
Dog, to piggyback on that, that's a really good one. If you got to go, because like the calf used to close at like 6 o'clock,
right? Yeah.
So if you got to get in that 5:45, 5:40, when you kind of getting like the scraps, hardly nobody is in there, and you got to go through that by yourself. That is a lonely feeling, right? You be in the calf by yourself, and now is about. You get in there like 5:47.
Yeah.
You
get to sit down about 5:54, and now they rushing you like, yo, come on, what are you doing? You had coach in there. He ready like get out of here, you buckethead. It's rough.
But I will tell you that that's one of the best parts of a college semester is right before school start,
Mm-hmm.
and you get down there a couple of days early,
Mhm.
and nobody has their classes, but
Everybody's
still
relaxed.
down.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
everybody's still down there. So definitely good times. But yeah, validation. I definitely was kind
Yeah.
of
So yeah, and so it's different now. It's different now. For the most part, you do the stuff,
online, probably. I
Yeah,
imagine.
and they still have their situations, but it's not like you used to have to, because you couldn't do anything online, right? You had to be in the gym, in Daniel's gymnasium, and in the line they put the little blue tarp down so they don't mess up the court, and it's like this is crazy. It's a madhouse.
BB lines every single place, man.
And so for that first week that you're talking about, where people that first week they're in the gym. After that week, you got to go to the different offices. So now, in that first week, you got financial aid, student accounts.
I had to do that 1 year too.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that might have been. It was 1 year. I was doing some sort of like military training. I missed like the whole validation and stuff, and
So
they
you have
was
to go
like,
to each building, and they're not close to each other. Like
nah.
student accounts was past the CAF in Virginia Hall, and financial aid was was in the middle of campus. Then if you had
like Gandhi, right?
Yeah, in Gandhi,
Yeah.
right across from the bookstore. But then let's say you might have had some with your grades, and you had to go all the way to Harris or to get something cleared up. Yeah, it's it is crazy. They will go do it. There's nothing we can do, But that's even though it's a headache, it's still part of the
part of the growing
experience.
pains,
It's part of the experience. So yeah, man, like they say, college ain't for everybody, but I get that. I wouldn't have changed anything. Like, I was blessed to go to Virginia State. Had I gone to say Marist like I was about to, it probably would have been different.
Right?
It probably would have been, but I know probably it would have been different.
Absolutely.
It's HBCU and the PWI, but whatever. So sports.
Yeah, so let's get to it. It is a lot of stuff that happened today.
Just today. Yeah.
So we got to start. So the LA Lakers.
I didn't know you was gonna start with this, but okay,
it's so much to cover. I mean, like it doesn't matter where we start. Were you shocked? Because I was.
Yeah, because somebody just bought it last year. I mean, talk about a quick flip. Is this?
Hey, what he got? I couldn't even be mad for him selling it. I mean, to make, I think he made a little bit north of $2 billion in less than 9 months. I don't know what a flip is. Like if you don't consider that a flip,
yeah,
bro.
man. It's and so the one of the guy Iger, that's the guy from Disney, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So
I didn't get their backgrounds. I just know them brothers got 12.2 billion. I was like, and I was thinking about this.
Yeah, we next show. We about to buy a team.
But what I was thinking about, okay, so think about it like this, right? Do they really have that money, or is it tied up in, okay, we have a portion, but maybe like there's some loans or there's some other investors that we don't know about. Like it just seems like that's a lot of money to like fork up, like just to like put it into a basketball team. So I was wondering like the schematics, and if somebody knows and they're out there and you can comment.
Now, one of the things that they were saying was, well, not that they were saying, it's happening. The dude that bought it, was it Walter?
Yeah.
Mark Walter.
The dude with two first names.
Yeah. So he's under like investigation for like some federal loan type investigation. I don't have like all of these because I didn't look. I mean, let me look it up right now. Hold on.
Okay, so he's under investigation. Is that why he sold?
I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. Lakers. Yeah. So I heard that, but I don't know if that's why he sold. But again, it's kind of weird because shoot, would you sell for to make $2.5 billion.
Yeah.
I mean, in like you said, in like 9 months, in 9-10 months, you make $2 billion. That's not like a million or 10
Yeah,
million.
it's also
Like
like
2.5.
Yeah, two.
That's
2 billion.
crazy.
You can say you owned it. I'm sure he could figure out how to get like some minority stake in it to where like he probably like is not going. He probably is going to be selling his majority
Well,
interest.
he said he doesn't have any. He's not selling any of his. He doesn't plan to sell the Dodgers though. So, I mean, you had the Lakers and the Dodgers in your possession. I don't know. Like, let's think about this for a second, right? He bought it for $10 billion. We're talking about the Lakers, right? And if it's the Lakers. Let's just say in 10 years, that's he's probably going to make more than 2.5 billion.
Oh, easily.
So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's because he's the type of, like, from what I see, you look at what the Dodgers, they're willing to spend whatever, right? So is it because of that? Like, you know how basketball is they have a hard cap and they have that second apron. So could that push you away from trying to deal with that, or is it like
But
whatever?
I would think that he would have done like his research
Right.
for that. I think just the opportunity, you know, he might be a baseball guy. I don't know a ton about him. We didn't get an opportunity to really get to know this guy because this is kind of like, man, we just didn't, because he didn't own him for that long. He could be a baseball guy to where he's like, you know what? I'm going to hold on to the ownership of the Dodgers because it's more of a passion. Right. Maybe he got into the Lakers just because it's like, you know what, I got an opportunity. Really don't want it, but saw it.
Now, who would not want the Lakers? Like, that's like, it's the Lakers. That, you know, and you don't have to be a fan to be like, yo, I own the Lakers. I don't know.
No, but think about it. If you have the Dodgers, right?
Right.
Or you're just in any major city, because that's what I'm starting to see too. Is it's a lot of these owners either own like a hockey team, or they own a baseball and a football team, or they own a basketball and a football team, and it's not necessarily like in the same city, to where, you know, they probably get more opportunities being that they own a team in a different sport.
Right.
And it probably came about like, okay, the Buss family, they're looking to sell. He probably was the first person.
Man, that's crazy. You own the Lakers and the Dodgers. Like, I mean, I get it. So it does say here, the federal law enforcement probe into the financial affairs of the Dodgers controlling owner Mark Walters seems to focus on what looks like an obscure financial maneuver. Related party transactions. They are deals between entities with businesses or personal ties, including loan sales or other transactions that can have legitimate reasons but pose potential conflicts of interest and typically require extra scrutiny. And it says Walter tapped insurers he controlled to provide most of the financing for the $2.15 billion acquisition of the Dodgers in 2012. So a deal later vetted by state insurance regulators. So, and it has some more stuff, but I don't know. It seemed like it
sounds like it'd be all right.
Yeah. I mean, that sound like you got enough money. I could get this, whatever. So I don't know. I think he probably, just like you say, he probably just like, I don't really want this, whatever. I can make a quick $2.5 billion. I could put that into the Dodgers. I mean,
or really, if you think about it, with the profit that he made from, because you just say he bought the Dodgers for $2 billion.
Yeah,
he just made the profit. So really, he's even.
He's even.
he didn't broke.
Yeah.
So that's a hell of a flip. But let's talk about LA a little bit. And I want to shift the focus to the Clippers, because we didn't get an opportunity to talk about it. Yeah, but we're talking about.
Oh, we talked about it, because I said that the deal's still gonna go through. I changed my mind. I don't think this guy. Listen,
yo, I read some reports. This man had two of these like loans, and it's looking bad.
Janky promotions,
but it's looking good for Kawhi, right?
You think?
and
So?
well, he got the bag back.
Yeah, but he's probably gonna get suspended.
I mean, if you look at it from what they're saying that he got for 1 year,
Uh-huh.
it seemed like he was getting 100 million a year.
Right.
Between his contract was like 50 million, on top of to have like these 2 endorsements, like they say, like he was endorsing like something that like didn't sell to like regular consumers or something like that, and it didn't really make like a lot of sense. And I forgot like the other endorsement deal that he had. It was like with the stadium or something like that, where he was getting paid.
So if I'm being honest, I don't think anyone even cares about this if Kawhi Leonard didn't pull the shenanigans that he pulled with the
With the Lakers.
No, well, that too, but I'm talking about just with just not playing, right? And I think that he's getting because we talking about the NBA, right? Like we talking about the NBA, and let's think about this. Let's go back a little bit, right? You have MJ. Let's talk MJ, right? He's a superstar, and from reports that he was pretty much forced to retire in 93. The first retirement was 93 or 94, whatever it was. He was forced to retire because his gambling got so bad and they didn't want to suspend him or whatever. That's kind of like it. So go play baseball, come back in a year and a half. We call it even, right? Now those are just reports, those are rumors, whatever. But when you constantly hear them, like it kind of like it's probably true. Then you have
Well, let's stay there for a second.
Okay.
And the older I get, the more that story makes sense. Like the whole baseball story. Hey, I'm just gonna go at the top of my career and go play baseball.
Yeah.
This random sport. Like we're talking about.
It's my first love, and bro, you're Michael Jordan.
Right. That's
Like stop. Let's stop.
That never ever.
Ironically,
ever,
you're wearing a White Sox hat, but
yeah, but it never made sense to me.
right.
And then it never made sense that the like owners and all of them like wouldn't be pissed. Like the White Sox organization kept his salary, had him playing baseball, and he was out there trying to master it.
I mean, it was the same owners, wasn't it?
It was the same owners.
Yeah.
But if I'm the coach, if Michael Jordan, you're coaching Michael Jordan,
Right.
and you're the team owner, I'd have been begging and crying for him not to retire, right?
Right. Yeah. And they just let it. They just like, okay.
Yeah.
Now that you think about it, like it's just like it ain't like he went to like the Dodgers or the Giants or whoever, the Texas Rangers or Houston. He went across the street. He went across the street like for a year. I mean, not yet. He went to Birmingham. He had to play whatever. What? Please, like.
Yeah, to play double A and get yourself. I mean, it's wild that somebody even attempted that. and to be honest, it's part of history.
But what if he would have been good though? What if he would have been good? Like I guess he bat like 2 something, but
I tell you, he showed how athletic he was and what he was attempting to do.
He was no Barry Larkin or Deion
Sanders.
No. Bo Jackson.
He was nothing like that.
Yeah.
But what he was attempting to do, but those guys have been playing for years. That guy Jordan hadn't played. He hadn't played since he had been in high school. He didn't play. No, serious.
The more we talk about it right now, the more of a scam. Like, what? That was so stupid. Oh my God, Jordan's playing baseball. Oh
no,
the
more that we really think about this, right? He hadn't even played since he had been in high school. He went to a couple of training camps.
Yeah.
and like they were patient. Like
Yeah,
with him.
yeah, because they were selling tickets and they like, oh yeah, we got Jordan. So look, listen, now think about this. Think about, like, for instance, right? You got like John Elway, Kyler Murray, like somebody, Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson every summer damn near went to training camp and did whatever, right? Or every spring. So if Russell Wilson would have been like, I'm gonna stop playing football to play baseball, people would be like, he plays baseball. He's with the Yankees every offseason. Jordan, like you said, Jordan was like damn near 30, yo. He was over 30. Yeah, like
that man had just
he was almost 30.
He
Yeah,
had just got an Olympic medal. He had just won his third championship. He had been in the league like 11 years. And I mean, I get it, right? So he sold everybody on like, look, I'm the best, I'm the greatest, I'm just gonna.
I don't have nothing else to prove.
I don't have nothing. And look, and maybe like you might remember a little bit different. Nobody like hounded him, like wrote all these crazy stories. Like they give LeBron.
Hell, I'm telling you, it's like, yeah, like he didn't. Jordan wasn't around. Listen, if he was around in the social media era,
oh my God,
Jordan would not be the greatest of all time. I'm gonna tell you that. Well, I ain't gonna say that. Because he probably still will.
Every time he was up for bat, like it'll be.
Listen, everybody, listen,
torture,
because he wasn't that good. So it again, he wasn't that good. So it's like, man, and look, you think about this, right? Think about this. If Jordan, let's just say Jordan got drafted, instead of getting drafted in 84, let's just say he got drafted in 03. When did LeBron come in? 03?
Yeah, but you bring up a point. So think about this for a second.
Mm-hmm.
84 to 94. So he was 10 years
in. He was 30. He was older than 30.
He was like 32. Hey, Phil just played. He says like Braun leaving the Heat to play for the Browns.
Whoa. Who's his quarterback? Is Shador quarterback? Or Deshaun Watson? You know what? We'll talk about that later.
Nah. But it's probably like that Johnny Manziel or something like that.
No. But that makes a good point. LeBron just stopped. He's not playing basketball no more to go play for the Browns or the Chargers or whoever. I don't give a damn. Where's he at now? He's in Philly to go play for the Eagles. Now I don't know if you saw this online. I know we all over the place right now, but the Eagles social media did not do Jalen Hurts any favors. They said right on cue, and that joint was like down here that the guy had anyway. So if he had Jalen Hurts throwing on the ball, he probably wouldn't make it either. So
oh man, that was a low blow. But look, all right, back to your story because you was going somewhere.
Yeah,
we will investigate this Jordan thing a little bit more at a later time. I don't think that story will ever come out, and it may,
right? Because he was Jordan, right? So we like LeBron has a squeaky clean image, right? We ain't stupid. He's done something. It may not, but we've heard rumors, right? We heard rumors, but sweep it under the rug. LeBron's like the face. You think anybody, even Kobe, even with the
Colorado,
yeah, that could have been a whole lot. He didn't miss any time. Kobe might have missed one or two games. He was literally in court. They swept under the rug. I don't even know. I don't even think the NBA suspended him. I don't think he got suspended. Right. So again, it was a different time, whatever. But sweep that under the rug. Kawhi did himself a disservice by cheating the fans, right? I've always felt like Kawhi could have been. Give me somebody that's like bigger than, like Dominique Wilkins was popular, but he wasn't. I think Kawhi probably was a better player, right? But he could have been somebody like a Tracy McGrady or he's probably, people probably have him above Tracy McGrady.
I think he actually could have been
like Kobe
Durant's level.
Oh, Durant, right? And I think that he beat them in the finals, but he wouldn't have if Durant didn't get hurt, you know. But the thing is, he's missed so many games. And and they've been
you forget how great he is because
Exactly.
of the amount of games that
exactly.
he's still a dog, and he's still like
Right.
to your point. If he ever played for the Raptors, I mean that's a hell of a combination between him and Scotty Barnes. I mean,
yeah.
you were dead. I couldn't argue. What I
But-
was arguing was,
is it
he
going to
gonna play
happen?
for the
Yeah,
Raptors?
is it going to happen? So he's probably going to go. He's probably going to. The trade is probably still going to go through. Something's going to happen. But what they're saying is, or what the reports are saying, that the investigation is not going to be done before the beginning of the season and things like that. But it's like,
well, they have to prove. Like, well, I think that they can prove it, but you have to prove that that's not an endorsement deal. Now, it does look a little shady that the Clippers own these companies, and
yeah,
they've got Kawhi Leonard,
it's
representing them, and it's for millions of dollars. And I think what's scary about this situation is I don't feel like he's the only person that's doing this. I think it's other individuals, and the Lakers made mention about this when he was a free agent,
and they were
talking about his uncle, and they were talking about like all the outrageous claims that
he fired his uncle. He fired his uncle. Now he got different representation. It's real shaky, man. It's real shaky for your boy Kawhi.
So let me ask this though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he fired his uncle, so that might be the route that he takes. Is maybe this is a situation. What's the pitcher for the Dodgers? Ohtani, right?
Ohtani's another one. Ohtani's another one. You're a damn fool if you think Ohtani wasn't the one gambling. But he just signed damn near $1 billion contract. He is like he's the unicorn of baseball. Listen.
No, the Ohtani fleece.
Yeah. Like, it was his interpreter. We're gonna blame his interpreter. Get the entire hell out of here. It was Ohtani, but hey, and that's what's supposed to happen, right? But if you think about it, hey, that's the money tree right there. We can't let no. So that's like
the interpreter probably is living real good.
Yeah,
like he probably got a nice little check.
Yeah.
Like,
so you got guys like we'll use Jay-Z. Jay-Z probably did a couple things. We're just gonna use Bleak for instance, right? Bleak, you gotta take this. You gotta take this hit for me because I'm gonna make sure you good. I'll make sure the fam good. But yeah, Hey, I mean, that was rude. I shouldn't have did that. But they was talking and then they like, you got to take this hit. And Jesus, that's what Vic people were supposed to do. Michael Vick,
absolutely.
he should not have. He should not have. They made an example out of him, and Vic was a super. So he's the one that didn't, like Kawhi. If Kawhi, I don't think Kawhi's not going to go to jail.
But you're right. Had Vic's people stepped up for him, he would have made like twice the amount of money, even though he got the $100 million contract.
Yeah, but
that money was still going to be there. But the money that he lost and the reputation that he lost. But you're right.
He would have made way more money.
Everybody in your circle, if you get that much money, you have to have people.
You got to take this hit, dog. You had listen.
Or really, the smarter part is they should have put these endorsement deals and maybe like his uncle name or somebody else's name, because Wayne Gretzky wife, I don't know if you remember that, like he was coaching and then his wife was gambling on it. No, I'm serious. like his wife was gambling and they absolved like Wayne Gretzky of not knowing what his wife was doing. And it's kind of like, yo, your wife was gambling.
He's also white, so
supposedly taking insider training.
Yeah. But I don't know what the hell's going on. Like Pete Rose is the only one that didn't have white privilege. He got no privilege. R.I.P. to Pete Rose. Pete Rose. Now you know how it feels to be brown. They cut him no slack. He was like, no, we putting him under. He would not. We banning him for life. And then he lost his life, and then they unbanned him, which is kind of crazy, yo.
Well, the crazy thing is, like Pete Rose, man, they had my man out here trying to sell cars, commercials. writing books.
Pete
telling
Rose
everybody
was
they
one of the
lied.
great. He was one of the greatest
Hitters.
baseball players of all
All time.
time, and they. That's crazy. He
You
got.
know them baseball rules though. They hit different.
Yeah.
Because we're watching it with Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
I mean, Barry Bonds
is the greatest up until Ohtani got here.
Yeah, I mean, but Barry Bonds is one of the greatest baseball players of all time. I get that he may have been using steroids, but all those guys, well, I shouldn't say all.
Oh, you can say all. You can.
It was a lot of people.
Come on.
There was a lot of people that was using steroids.
Whatever it was. So the problem that I have, right, is like Barry Bonds. Most people would say when he was with the Pirates, he was a Hall of Famer. Before he even left Pittsburgh. So why don't they just judge him on that then? But they won't. They won't. And I mean, a lot of those guys from that era, because Roger Clemens,
A-Rod, Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire. But here's the thing about that era, right? It wasn't illegal because they didn't have rules in place to where they were testing for it.
And they needed that because they had came off the strike. And they were a sinking ship. They were
they had Jordan playing baseball.
That was right after the Oh my God! It's all starting to come full. They used
Jordan
God.
out there playing baseball, so you know.
So and then so I want to say this. Let's just take away the steroid era, and I know this will be real quick. I still don't think Sammy Sosa is a Hall of Famer. He had a moment, right, where like Mark McGwire, because Mark McGwire had different eras where he was like when he was in Oakland and when he was in
when he was in Oakland, like that team with Jose Canseco, Ricky Henderson, and all those guys.
So he had multiple Hall of Fame like moments, right? Barry Bonds, we just said it, Pittsburgh, San Francisco. Sammy Sosa had that one moment. He had the home run battle.
He was good with the Cubs prior.
He wasn't Hall of Fame good. He was okay. He wasn't.
I don't know his stats off the top of my head.
We got internet, but go ahead.
No, but I mean the baseball rules hit a little bit different. One thing I do want to point out. And, we're talking about, and you made me like really think about it when you were talking about Kawhi and his availability. One of the most available guys of our era or this new era just retired today with Russell Westbrook.
Yep.
Say what you want to say. I know that he wasn't like the best 3-point shooter and he played a lot different than how basketball is played now.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a phenomenal talent. So I guess my question is, we know I think Russell Westbrook is a Hall of Famer, first ballot, no question.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you put him in point guards of all time?
All right, before I do that, before I answer that, I take back what I said about Sammy Sosa. I think it was because he bleached his skin. He tried to go from a black man to one, but he's a 7-time All-Star. He won Silver Slugger 6 times. He was an MVP, home run derby champ.
No, Sammy Sosa
7 times. Okay. But in regards to Russell Westbrook, I mean, I don't know where I would rank him at point guards of all time, but I would agree that he's gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I mean, he's better than a lot of the guys that's in the Hall of Fame right now. And he may not have won a championship, but he kind of changed. He's in that realm of because Derrick Rose got into the league before him, right?
Yes.
Well, Derrick Rose was before him. Right?
So
because he was 08,
Russell Westbrook is like 09
08.
No, you might be right. I think Russell Westbrook is like 09.
No, Russell Westbrook was before Derrick Rose, I think. But I just look it up. But nonetheless,
you might be right.
But they were similar in the fact that explosive point guard that a dunk on your head, like it wasn't a lot of those in the league, right? You may have had some here and there, but none as good as those guys. And so I think that you know, even when Durant left, the Thunder weren't as good, but he carried them to the playoffs. I think he was like the first MVP to not be like a top 3 seed or something like that. I think he won it. He was like a 6 seed, but he averaged a triple double like how many years in a row? Like 3 or 4 years in a row. So it got to the point where they was trying to diminish what a triple double is. Yeah, because he was doing it so much. Now, were there times where he stat padding? Yeah, but again, you still got to make the shots. You still got to grab. Now, is he kind of the rebounding part? Like they box him out for you so you can get the rebound. But whatever. Yeah, for the assists, you still have to. Your teammates still have to make the shots. So no, you shouldn't diminish what he brought to the game. And so, is he a top 10 point guard of all time? Possibly.
That's a tough question.
You asked it.
No. Top 10 point guard of all time. I'm going to say yes.
It's tough.
But it's a couple things that don't sit well with people. Russell Westbrook is a victim of the error that he played in toward the end. I think that analytics really not necessarily like killed his career, but had people thinking like, okay, you could put up all these stats, but are they meaningful stats?
Right.
And I think people started to question like, yo, you got 10 assists, but did it really change the outcome of the game? Right. I don't want to say the shot selection, but sometimes it felt like he was just, I don't want to say gunning, but like,
I know what you're saying. It was one of those where you just like you shake your head like, why did you shoot that?
Yeah, sometimes I think when he was at his peak and he was playing with Durant, you'd be like, yo, dog, you got to get the ball to Durant, or you got to get the ball to James Harden. So I think like a lot of people have those memories of him, but I tell you what, he never cheated the game.
Never.
Because he always played. He always was in phenomenal shape. And you can call it stat padding if you want. To average a triple-double for 3 seasons, it is phenomenal.
When before he did it, only one other person did it. So that's a major. Listen, one of the best memories of Russell Westbrook's career was his tribute to Nip. When Nipsey Hussle passed away, and he had the 20-20-20 triple-double.
That was dope for the rolling.
So for if you know, you know. So I thought that was great. First of all, 20-20 and 20 is you gotta be on man, you gotta be on your job. Like that's crazy. Like that's a lot of points that you're responsible for.
So I heard this funny story today. No. This was a funny story. I was listening to ESPN radio, and the guy that was on there, I cannot think of his name, but he was just like, yo, I've only had one interaction with Russell Westbrook. So it was like, all right, what's the story? So he goes, hey, I'm doing the game in OKC. He says the end of the game, there's nobody in the stadium. But he said he looks up and it's Russell Westbrook. And he said, like, it's this dude, he's snapping pictures. He said he's got designer jeans and he's got like his fit on, but he was like, he's doing all these poses like that a girl would do, right? So he said like he's basically like looking back at himself or looking in the corner, pointing in the dude, like taking pictures. He's just doing all these like crazy photos. So he said he just started laughing. He said he took a picture of him, of the guy taking pictures of him, right?
Oh boy!
So he said he posted it to Instagram, and he said Russell Westbrook saw it and was like, basically, if I see you at OKC, you got to see me. The guy said he never went back. He said, like, this happened like 12 or 13 years ago.
He ain't never been
He
back.
said he ain't never been back. He ain't never uttered. He said he never uttered. Russell Westbrook.
Did he take the picture down?
Yo,
Did he take the picture down? Is the question.
Nah, he didn't say it, but he was just like, yo, he was like, every time you think of Russell Westbrook,
And Russell Westbrook ain't been in OKC in years.
he said he has smoke for him, man. He said he always,
That was probably smart. That was
yeah,
probably- that was
always
probably
thought
smart.
about that. But yeah, when he told that story, I was like, man, that's funny. So I guess one of my favorite memories is watching him when he came to Washington.
Mhm.
Even though that he was later in his career, but just still suiting up.
And he led them to the playoffs.
yeah, no,
Yeah, he led them to the playoffs. And honestly, they lost to Philly. I think we went to that game. He did go to that game. We went to the playoff game.
it might have been the last time that they would.
Yeah, I think that was the last game they played because they won that game. They won that game. They didn't win no other games. And he had a triple double. He had a triple double in that game. I remember that was my nephew. That was Charles' first time going to an NBA game.
Yeah, no.
So-
definitely respect.
Yeah, man, I think he's definitely going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Now when you start rating the top point guards ever, and you get the top 10, I mean, oh man, what do you consider Allen Iverson? Allen Iverson,
Well, you know, I always consider him a
two guard. Yeah, so I mean, he kind of played both. I mean, but then you have the likes of Steph and Stockton, and you got
Isaiah Thomas,
Isaiah,
Magic Johnson.
Magic. Yeah, I mean, you start
Yes.
thinking about all these point guards. Tony
So-
Parker. I mean,
So this is where the conversation gets interesting, right? So you
Mhm.
got Tony Parker. Cannot disrespect Tony Parker.
I think Russell Westbrook is better. But
Statistically,
Tony Parker is like a true point guard.
but like you said, that's a conversation.
what about
right?
Chauncey Billups?
I personally take Russell Westbrook over.
Yeah, and Chauncey Billups is in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd.
But Jason
I would
Kidd, I take Jason Kidd
yeah,
over Westbrook.
yeah.
But it's a conversation. Like if you never saw them play and you just looked at
Numbers.
stats,
I think Jason Kidd would probably still be taken before Russell Westbrook.
he's got more assists.
Who does?
Jason
Jason
Kidd.
Kidd. Yeah, I think he's like number
His-
2 or
his-
3. Not 3 because LeBron passed him.
Yeah, I think that might not even be even a conversation with Jason Kidd. You got to start maybe even putting Chris Paul in that category.
Ooh,
where
yeah, you do. You do. I think Chris Paul. See, I think Chris Paul gets disrespected. Listen, I say this: if Chris Paul ever would have, if that trade ever would have got through, Chris Paul probably would have 2 rings. If that trade to the Lakers would have ever went through, but Chris Paul, his moments in his time in LA with the Clippers, I mean, I forgot who I was talking to. It might have been you, and I brought up Lob City, and y'all was just totally disrespectful to Lob City.
I think Chris Paul, you have to like put in that category of top 10 consideration. Now
Okay.
I can see people. I can see both arguments, right?
Uh-huh.
So I can see Russell Westbrook and Chris Paul both going into the Hall of Fame, but I can see certain people not putting them in their top list. All right, so somebody
Oof.
brought up Rondo and Gary Payton. Rondo, in my opinion, I'm taking Westbrook over Rondo.
I would have Westbrook over Rondo and Gary Payton.
I would take Westbrook, but those are I don't think so. There was a point in time where Gary Payton was a top 10 point guard of all time. Now, I think now
You don't ride. Stop, Scott. You're not gonna put him in your top 10 no more.
not no more. But,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about like
Yeah,
before the Stephs, before the Chris
ever
Pauls.
since All Star in Vegas, you're not putting.
Oh yeah.
You're
No,
not
no,
putting-
no. But just on the court though.
Yeah,
I think prior to
Yeah.
the new influx.
So I guess
Steph, Dame,
so
Russ, Chris
Chris
Paul.
Paul. Yeah, forgot about Dame. Personally, I probably would go Dame over Russ, but I have Dame over.
Well, when you look at accolades, you almost got to go Russ. But a lot of people, Dame. Yeah,
I mean, I guess the only thing that Russ has over Dame is the MVP, right? But
then you have to start moving Derrick Rose back into that conversation. Top 10 all time, no, but will he be a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done?
So Sheik says prime Deron Williams.
I was just thinking about,
and which the problem with that is his prime was only like 3 years.
I think so this is where he gets disrespected a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He had 3 solid years in Utah, but a lot of people forget about his Brooklyn years.
Yeah, I mean,
he had some pretty solid Brooklyn years.
He was in whether he was an Olympian, right? He won a gold, didn't he?
Yeah, no, he was on that Redeem team with with Carmelo, Kobe, Dwayne Wade, and all those guys.
So, I mean,
Steve Nash.
Steve Nash is up there now. Now, yes, Steve Nash is up there, but there's a lot of people saying he shouldn't have won those MVPs.
Well, I think there are facts that during that time, the MVP should have been going to Shaq.
I mean, there was a bunch of other people that could have got it.
Yeah,
LeBron, Kobe,
But aside from
Dirk,
okay, but aside from him getting those MVPs that he probably shouldn't, he has to be in the conversation.
Absolutely.
If CP3 is in the conversation,
he's over CP3. Steve Nash is over CP3. I will rank Steve Nash higher than CP3. I probably would rank Steve Nash higher than Russell Westbrook also. I don't like that you're so quiet, and that's a little awkward.
So look, I like Steve Nash,
but because that's what it sounds like.
I think it's a conversation. I don't think it's clear cut. Put him over Chris Paul that easily. To your point, like, okay, let's say you can't take the MVPs away, but if you're just going off of sure talent, and I don't know, that's a tough one. I want to tell you another one that I just thought about that won't be getting top 10 consideration, probably wouldn't get top 20 consideration, but Baron Davis was a dog. He's not in this list, but BD.
Baron Davis,
Baron Davis
might have catered the way for Derrick Rose and Russell Westbrook. I mean, pause in advance, but he was explosive. That sounds crazy. But he was. I'll never forget. I'll never forget when he was in Golden State and they were playing Utah. They were the 8 seed. With I think Steven Jackson was on that team. I think Matt Barnes, I can't remember, was on that team. And he went baseline and dunked on AK-47, Andre Karolinko.
I was just thinking about that team because Monte Ellis just got a position at some college. And I was like, man, I hadn't heard Monte Ellis.
Right.
And I got to thinking about, I guess what that team had. It might have been Corey Maggette, Steven Jackson, Baron Davis. Like they ran like basically an all guard.
And
because Don Nelson
Was the
I
head
believe,
coach.
coaching
He was
them.
the head coach. Yeah.
And that's another thing that I was thinking about too. Rest in peace, Don Nelson.
Yep.
Man. Nick, but that's
Oh,
neither here or there. But I'm glad that he was able to see before he passed that, we brought the championship. But that team ended up beating Avery Johnson. And Avery Johnson, I guess it took over for him. And then Dallas had that phenomenal record.
Right.
And that Golden State team, man, they just, wanted all the smoke, man.
No pun intended. Because I'm almost certain that Matt Barnes was on that team also.
Yeah. No, they had a squad.
Yeah,
They had a squad.
They had a bunch of young thugs on a team. But
I'm gonna throw one more name out there. Steve Francis.
Ooh.
And I'm talking Houston and Steve Francis.
Oh.
I ain't talking Orlando.
Nah, yeah,
Knicks.
Houston Steve Francis.
I'm talking about Houston Stevie franchise.
He did. I don't know if he's going to be in the top 10. I don't think he's going to be in the top 10 because I don't think his run was.
I don't even know if he cracks top 20.
Damn.
No, you got to think.
Yeah.
It's a lot of point guards in the history of basketball.
So what about Jerry West? I know that's before, or are we just saying, after like 80 to present?
I'm going to say 80 to present, but
Okay.
I think like Oscar Robertson, Jerry West,
is Oscar Robertson considered a point guard?
I would consider him a point guard.
Okay. Kevin Johnson.
Ooh,
He dunked on Olajuwon.
KJ
Western
for the
Conference
Phoenix.
Finals.
KJ for the Phoenix teams was slick, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. So right now, Kevin Johnson is probably outside
the top 20.
Yeah, I think I don't know who's in the top 20.
So,
but I think like Kevin Johnson, Steve Francis, Baron Davis. Let me think of some other ones.
I need your top 5 point guards right now. Right now.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
Magic Johnson.
Okay.
John Stockton.
Okay.
This is a tough.
You said Isaiah, Magic, and John Stockton.
John Stockton. Steph Curry.
Okay, I was about to say that.
No. Steph Curry.
Okay.
What I'm debating,
because you got some guys that play multiple positions, and I'm talking about true point, like they just play point guard, not those Scottie Pippins or Jordans. Or, I mean, we could keep AI off this list as well because
yeah. So that 5th one is tough because now I'm thinking about Steve Nash, Jason Kidd,
Dane, Stoudemire, and Lillard.
I'm gonna go Jason Kidd
as their 5th. So you got Magic, Isaiah,
John
Stockton,
Steph,
and J Kidd. Ooh, that's a good list. That's a good list. That's a good list. I don't know who I can replace on that list.
Kidd is on the bubble, and I don't think that's fair.
I don't know if he.
I think
I don't know how that might be the list that people can have they.
Because Magic had 5.
You said Kyrie.
But look, Kyrie goes in my top 20.
Top 20? You got not 10?
Top 10?
Ooh.
Top 10. So Chris Paul, Nash, all those guys, Kyrie, gotta put Dame.
So
Russ, those are all consideration for top.
So let me ask you this. So and y'all watching too can chime in. So the non-negotiables in that top 5 are Magic, Isaiah, Steph, And Stockton? Are those four locked in?
Stockton might be a bubble now.
Why? He's the all-time assist leader. He literally the best thing that the job of the point guard. He's the best at it.
If I had to take, so Magic is a lock.
Magic is a lot. Okay.
Isaiah to kind of have that success with Jordan and Magic.
Yeah, it's a lot. Okay.
Gotta lock him, man. Steph has changed the game.
Okay, so those are locks.
Yeah, those are locks.
How is Stockton not a lock?
I think he has to be. You just said it. He
he's the all. Nobody's gonna catch him.
and
And that's literally the job of the point guard is to distribute. And he was the best. He did it more than anybody else.
yeah. So you got Stockton. I can't take Stockton out for Kyrie.
Say that again.
So
You said you can't or you can?
Now, so Sheik has his little Steph, Magic, Zeke, Kyrie, J Kidd. I can't exchange Kyrie for Stockton.
Yeah.
If I take one person off the list,
oof.
So here's the dilemma about Jason Kidd.
Uh-huh.
I'm not saying that he reminded me of Magic Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
but those were 2 point guards that it wasn't about stats.
Mm-hmm.
It was about how they control like the game. Like
Right.
Jason Kidd always had control. You know, somebody else that just came to mind,
Cool.
Stephon Marbury.
Mm.
He's not.
Mm.
I don't know where I would put Stephon
I don't
Marbury,
either.
but I think Stephon Marbury has to be.
Deion says, Russ was Mr. Triple Double, but ooh,
I don't know about top 5.
top 5 is tough, man. It's
Top 5 is because
Oh,
like
man.
do you replace Jason Kidd with Russ? And
Hey, this might be the funniest. Hey,
yo, TJ McConnell.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, that's so disrespectful.
That's disrespectful to TJ
That-
McConnell.
yeah.
Too.
Oh.
TJ McConnell is a solid point guard. He ain't
Oh man, no,
John
nah. Man.
Stockton could play in this era.
Stockton definitely could play in this area. He would
Stockton
get,
could play in any
especially since they don't hardly play no defense.
Stockton could shoot. He could like.
That was so disrespectful to stop. Forget TJ McConnell. Yo, this man was how many times All-Star was Stockton? Like
Probably every year.
yo, this man said he couldn't play in this. Yo,
John
that is
Stockton could
that
play
is
in it.
crazy to
He-
say.
he could play
That because he's white, he's a short white guy. John Stockton would destroy a lot of these point guards that play. Of course, he's a Hall of Famer. 9-time assist champ, 10-time All-Star, 2-time steals
Yeah,
champ.
my man says Scotty Brooks in today's.
Oh my
very, very
gosh! Hey,
Yo, shout out to Scotty Brooks, man. His daughter had like some sort of Instagram thing going on to
okay,
where like he saved all his like warm-ups.
that's a lot of warm-ups.
Yo, it was like 26 of them, man. No, no bullshit. You gotta Google.
Yeah.
That shit.
Hey,
Like
we
his
about
daughter-
to we about to block shit. Yeah, this man said Scotty Brooks,
the Scotty Brooks,
not the coach, but the player.
the third string Knicks was shit. He
I
played,
mean, he was on the Rockets too.
dog. He was everywhere, man. He had like jumpsuits of teams that he ain't even suit up for because he got traded so fast. You got it. So what it is he's got a like closet,
Uh-huh.
and his daughter was like, "Yo, let me take you through my dad's closet." So he's just like naming like, "Yeah, I was in Cleveland for two games, and then I got traded."
Damn. So speaking of Cleveland, what about Mark Price?
I don't think he makes the top 20 list,
Sheesh.
but Mark Price and them Cleveland years with him, Brad Daugherty, and
Larry Nance.
Larry Nance, and I'm trying to think of the two guard that they had. What was the two? Not Craig Elo, but it was another. Yeah, but that Yeah, Cleveland, Mark Price.
They couldn't get over the hump. So I mean, there's some really good point guards or great point guards that's not that can.
Penny Hardaway.
Yeah. Now listen, Prime Penny is
Penny Hardaway. Ron Harper with the Clippers.
No. Well, didn't Ron Harper play for the Cavs too?
Did that's when he was
wasn't he the dunk champion, or was he with the Clippers when he won?
Poor man's Jordan. That's what they used to call him.
God,
Ron Harper. Ron Harper before he had those knee injuries, man, used to get busy, bro.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, I mean, look, man. Damn. So you just said Penny Hardaway.
T-Mac. Oh, not T-Mac, but
Penny Hardaway.
Penny Hardaway.
I mean, Penny was a monster. I had he been able to stay healthy, what is his comp? Like LeBron?
So if you had one choice,
Kobe,
between Derrick Rose and Penny Hardaway, now they're both in their prime.
Why would you do this?
Yeah, they're both in their prime, no injuries. You have the opportunity to take Derrick Rose or Penny. Which one are you taking?
Oh my gosh. I'm not answering this. I don't know. Penny, Prime D Rose. The only reason why I'm taking Penny, the only reason why is because he was like what 6'8", 6'9", or some shit like that.
6'7", and can handle the ball like basketball, like without like.
I'm taking D Rose.
You taking D Rose?
Nah, I gotta take Penny. I got it because Penny was different, man. Penny was like a game. Like so was D Rose, and you know what? This is the real reason. If D Rose wore Nikes instead of Adidas, I would take D Rose. But Penny's sneaker game is crazy. Penny's shoes was way better than D Rose shoes.
I want to throw another name, and then I know we got to get out of here. Nick Van Exel.
Nick the Quick. I mean, I probably can name 30 point guards better than Nick Van Exel. And I think Nick Van Exel was nice.
Nick Van Exel was like top 50.
Yeah. I think that's, I mean, at this point, I feel like you're tired and you're hungry, and like now you're just naming anybody. Nick Van Exel. So what about and Sheik would appreciate this. What about Mo Cheeks? Pause. Now you know what? He's a champion too. I know, like.
Yeah, I think we good. Yeah.
What? What?
Yeah, I think we good. I think we good. Oh, I think we good. And I agree with you. I forgot about Tim Hardaway. Yeah. I think we good.
Hey, chill out. Mochi's ended the conversation. Yo.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we've been up here.
No. He's he should be up there. I don't know where.
Top 100, right?
Oh no, a lot closer. Hell no. He's better than Nick Van Exel. Come on, stop. We're not gonna be that disrespectful. But,
I mean, like Mo Cheeks, Casey Jones. I mean, you can start naming Doc Rivers. One put Doc Rivers in this conversation.
Doc Rivers, no, stop it.
Charlie Ward.
Doc Rivers is the most overrated coach and point guard in the history of the NBA. I'm so sick. I don't want to hear nothing about no damn Doc Rivers. His man, hold on, let me, because I don't like that you Maurice Cheeks. Pause. He played 14 years. He's a Hall of Famer. 5-time all defensive, 4-time All-Star.
That's a solid career.
That's it.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say what he averaged for his career. But I mean, hey man,
no. It's a solid career. I don't want to be too disrespectful to Maurice.
he was a defender too.
Yeah, Mo Cheeks was
Mo Cheeks.
shit. I mean, but like it's a lot of names. I'm thinking like Rod Strickland, Damon Stoudemire,
Gosh,
Kenny Anderson. They're not
Kenny
top
Anderson,
50, but
Anderson.
Kenny Anderson has some handles.
Kenny
out of this
Anderson
world.
I remember back in the day when this was early 90s in Jersey, and so the Nets used to play at like in Secaucus. Man, and I remember one time we went to a game, and Kenny Anderson, I was like, and just for like that, like, that's my favorite player. But then a guy named Jordan was around. But
you know who impressed me, and you said his name. I had the opportunity to watch Mark Price when he was playing with the Orlando Magic.
Okay.
Penny Hardaway was out hurt. This is after they had this is like Shaq's gone. Penny Hardaway is out.
Mark Price was pretty much Scotty Brooks at this point.
but they started him.
Okay.
Right. And the Magic, a matter of fact, I'll never forget it. It was the Magic versus the Clippers. And this is like when the Clippers
they was giving away the tickets.
Yeah.
They was giving away the tickets.
Yeah. We was down in Disney World.
Okay.
And my dad had got these tickets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now the Clippers had, I don't know if you remember this guy named Kloss or Chris Kloss.
Sounds like a rap group from the 90s, but whatever.
7-footer was trash. Like,
okay.
Shaq said he gave him like 70 years, some crazy stuff like that on his birthday, but just wild. But Mark Price, man, he had one of those flashback nights this particular night.
Okay.
And was giving the team work. And I mean, like the efficiency they had now, it was all bumps on the Clippers. and look, we're talking like this is like 97, right? So,
yeah.
Mark Price, I don't know how old he was, but
old.
The ball, man, he could hoop.
All right,
a lot of respect for Mark Price.
Shout out to Mark Price.
And shout out to my dad for them tickets. Like you said, they might have been giving them.
Yeah, he was in the military too, right? Yeah, he probably got them joints was like $5.
You got the joints from the USO.
Oh yeah. Were they good seats?
Nah, we was in the bleeds. We was in the bleeds.
Hey, listen, being in the bleeds at a Clippers game in the early 90s or mid 90s is crazy.
Against Orlando Magic, yo. Yeah, we was in the bleeds.
Yo,
so you are right. We might have got.
Y'all got the
tickets free. We might have got them.
Yo, listen, the Clippers were terrible. The Clippers were worse than what the Browns are. And y'all was in the bleed. Yo, ain't no shout out to your pops, yo. Ain't no shout out. He did that on. He's like, we go to this basketball.
Oh, I was so happy we went to that game. I mean,
listen, look, you're right. Like, because honestly, it's an NBA game at the end of the day.
It's NBA. I was psyched.
It's NBA. Listen, but I be damned.
But
it's that you can say because your dad probably would have threw you down the damn steps had you complained.
Yeah, man, I think we had a good time. But look, it was Mario. We was out there watching Mark Price. Mark Price
going crazy. Mark Price was going.
Mark Price.
Listen, but it's more about the experience anyway. Because again, you remember that, and now look how long ago.
Yeah,
that was.
No. Because I remember watching Mark Price in the early like Cleveland, Chicago series and stuff like that, and just remembering at that age to where like he was out there giving them work.
Yeah.
Now, again, I don't know who else was on that Clipper team. I don't even remember. Oh, you know what? Brent Barry was on.
Oh my God!
No, I'm dead serious. Brent Barry. I'm dead serious. Brent Berry was on that Clippers team. Brent Berry was yo.
That was the end. That was the end.
It was Mark Price and Brent Berry
my
going
gosh.
back and forth. Yo, it
Oh
was
my
Brent Berry.
gosh, yo.
A matter of fact, it was Brent Berry's second year.
Oh,
And I believe
man.
This was right before he ended up winning the dunk
contest.
Yeah, but yo, he was playing for the Clippers. They let him they let him damn near everything, man. So that was the first time I saw Brent Berry play too, yo.
Oh man, all right. Well, hey, you know what? I think I think it's time to go, yo. I don't know how much more of this I can take. I gotta play Madden. I don't know. I gotta figure something out. I gotta pack my bag. But nonetheless, that was a good conversation. Top 5, you know, who your top 5 point guards in NBA history? Shout out to Russell. I'm about to say Russell Wilson. Shout out to Russell Westbrook on a Hall of Fame career. Is he in your top 5? Is Russell Westbrook in your top 5 point guards of all time? We don't have him in our top 5, but do you?
Yeah, but definitely salute, man. Great career, man. Definitely enjoyed him playing or watching him play. Yeah, and just go from here, man.
I wish I would have seen him in the OKC days, but when he was in Washington, he was still a good player.
Still legit.
So hi, man. Oh man, this man was in the bleeds for a Clippers game in the 90s. Yo, that is
it was Brent Berry and Mark Price. Yo, look it up, yo. Going at it.
Yo. Don't look it up. Don't look it up, please. All right, man. I gotta find. Oh, jeez. All right, he was in the bleeds, yo. This is Off the Record. I'm Anthony Adebayo. Oh my gosh, the bleeds for a Clippers game. Oh, all right, we out.
We off the record. Anthony Adebayo. We off the record.
With you there, but if you're a coach, do you take that chance?
Yes.
You can reach us at the Off the Record Show at gmail.com. We off the record. Anthony Adebayo. We off the record. And the most accurate sports coverage. We off the record. Scotty B's Fantasy 5. We off the record. We off the record.
We're different from any other sport.
His sophomore year. Comes back and says, you know what?
And your boy, Scotty B. We off the record. We off the record.